Alright, in this week's update, Konami has introduced a new campaign, and with this new campaign, you will be able to get some free highlight card as well as free Showtime card. So in this video, I'll be helping you out with how you can get this free selection contract ticket. Along with that, we'll be giving you the best progression point, best additional skills, as well as the best booster to give to these players. And at the end, we'll also be giving you my verdict on which players to choose from these packs. But without wasting much time, let's head straight into the video. Starting with the campaign via which you'll be getting free selection contract tickets. So the campaign is Brazil and England national team campaign, and this campaign will be there with us for 12 days. So you have 12 days in order to complete the challenges and get these free selection contract tickets. So you'll be getting selection contract in two packs. First pack is Highlight Brazil and England pack, which consists of 10 players. And the second pack in which you'll be getting your selection contract is a Showtime national team, which consists of 4 Showtime cards with special skip. So now let's check out how you can get the free selection contract tickets for these packs. The first selection contract you'll be getting is for the Highlight Brazil and England pack, for which you just have to log in the game and you'll be getting one selection contract in this highlight pack. And for getting other selection contract tickets, you need to go to missions, and there you will be finding Campaign Hub Brazil and England national team campaign. And to complete this campaign hub, the condition is to play matches. So in total, you have to play 30 matches starting from 6th of November until 20th of November. So for the first week, you can play 15 matches, and from the next week, that is from 13th of November, the rest of the campaign hub matches will be unlocked and get all the rewards from this campaign. So what all are the rewards? So you'll be getting 12 4,000 experience point trainer, 55,000 GP, and 4 selection contract in Highlight Brazil and England pack. The 1 you're getting by logging and 4 you're getting out here. So you can choose 5 players out of the 10 players that are there in this pack. And next is 100 efootball coins, and finally the big ones, that is 1 selection contract in national team Showtime packs. So out of these 4 Showtime players, you'll be able to nominate or select 1 player. So this was the way through which you can get 3 selection contract tickets for the campaign and sign some new highlight cards as well as Showtime pack. So let's proceed forward and check out the best progression point and best additional skill of Highlight Brazil and England pack. The best progression point for the Brazilian ball player Rapinha would be this. The best progression point for the England forward Hurricane would be this. The best progression point for the England winger Anthony Gordon would be this. Best progression point for the England right back Reece James would be this. Best progression point for the England attacking midfielder Morgan Rogers would be this. Best progression point for Brazilian winger Savinho would be this. Best progression point for the Brazilian winger Gabriel Martinelli would be this. Best progression point for the Brazilian forward João Pedro would be this. The best progression point for the England centre back Marquihous would be this. These managers, he will be 98 overall rated, and under other managers he'll be 97 overall rated. Finally, the best progression point for the Brazilian midfielder Jordan would be this. Again, under these managers, his overall rating will be 97 rated, and under another managers, his overall rating will be 96 rated. So let's check out the best additional skills of all these players. Best additional skill for Brazilian Rapinha would be this. The best additional skill for the English Hurricane would be this. The best additional skill for the Brazilian Gabriel Martinelli would be this. The best additional skill for the England Anthony Gordon would be this. The best additional skill for Brazilian Savinho would be this. And finally, the best additional skill for the England Reece James would be this. With this, we come to an end with the best additional skill as well as the best progression point of all these players. I've given the best progression point for all the players but not included the best additional skills, since you can nominate only 5 players from this pack, not all the 10 players. I've given the best additional skills for the players who are best from this pack. Later on, when I'll be giving you my verdict, I'll be ranking the players, and in that order you can select the players on the basis of your requirement of your swap. Moving on to the final selection contract pack. So the final selection contract pack is the big pack, which is Showtime National Teams pack, which consists of 4 Showtime players, and all 4 Showtime players will come with special skills. So let's check out the best progression point, best additional skill, and best booster to give to these players. Best progression point and the best booster for Bernardo SIlva, considering his overall rating, would be this, and considering his stats would be this. The best progression point and the best booster of Showtime Marquihous under selective managers. He will not be going 103 under all managers. He'll be going 103 under U89 team playstyle managers would be this. And the best progression point for Marquihous under all 89 team playstyle proficiency manager would be this. And the best progression point and the best booster for Jordan Henderson, considering his overall rating, would be this. but he will achieve this overall rating under these managers. And the best progression point and the best booster for Jordan Henderson, considering his stats, would be this. The best progression point and the best booster of Robertson would be this. Under these managers, he'll be 103 overall rated, and under other managers, he'll be 102 overall rated. The Andy Robertson's best progression point and the best booster in left midfielder position would be. So let's check out the best additional skills of all these players. The best additional skills for the England Jordan Henderson would be this. The best additional skills for the Scottish Andy Robertson would be this. The best additional skill for the Brazilian Marquihous would be this. And finally, the best additional skill for Portuguese winger Bernardo SIlva would be this. So now we have come to the final part of the video, which is my verdict on which players you should choose from these packs. So let's check it out. Talking about my verdict on this highlight Brazil and England pack. This pack consists of 10 players, out of which 7 players are unwavering form players and 3 players are standard form players. He's a Brazilian Gabriel Martinelli, Brazilian Gerson, and England Rhys James. And out of these 10 players, we won't be able to sign all the players because we'll be getting 5 selection contracts from this pack. So I'll be giving you my top 5 ranking for this pack. My 6th pick from this pack would be Gabriel Martinelli. 5th ranked player would be Rhys James. The 4th ranked player would be Anthony Gordon. The 3rd ranked player would be Sabinho. 2nd ranked player would be Harry Kane. The best player from this pack at number 1 would be Raphinha. So you can use the reference of these rankings for selecting the players from this pack. Now we have come in the final pack, which is the real deal pack, and it is Showtime National Team pack. This pack consists of 4 players, out of which 3 players are unwavering form player and 1 player is standard form player, which is Andy Robertson. Talking about these 4 players, all the 4 players have very solid stats. I'm surprised to see the stats of Jordan Henderson and Robertson. Marquihous, we have already seen his performance in game. For the current Ghibli, you need faster CV and is seen as a center back to pit loop. Bernardo SIlva also has a phenomenal stats as a wide man like the wings or left midfield, right midfield. It will be more suitable. Central positions, he lacks a bit of in finishing and kicking power. But talking about my ranking, at number 4 position, I'll be positioning Bernardo SIlva. The number 3 player for me from this pack would be Marquihous. At number 2 position, I'll be rating Andy Robertson. And the best player from this pack would be the anchor man Jordan Henderson. So with this, we come to an end with everything you wanted to know about these packs. If you still have any doubts, you can feel free to comment in the comment section of this video, or else you can DM us at Instagram as well. With this, we have covered all the parts that you needed to know from this video, and I hope you found the video to be good and informative. If yes, then do hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The subscribe channel, growth takes off. Peace out.